In a recent New York Times Q&A, historian Dylan Gottlieb considers the Yuppie. The article, titled "A Historian Considers the Yuppie," features Stephen Karutz interviewing Gottlieb, an assistant professor of history at Bentley University and author of Yuppies, The Bankers, Lawyers, Joggers and Gourmands Who Conquered New York, published by Harvard University Press. Gottlieb explains that in the late 1970s and 1980s a new breed arrived in New York and other cities. Educated and ambitious, they took jobs in corporate law and finance, earning big salaries while much of the middle class floundered. They sought out then exotic foods like sun-dried tomatoes and balsamic vinegar, bought designer clothes and high-end electronics, and exercised. The media labeled them yuppies, short for young urban professional, and tended to characterize them as shallow and materialistic. But Gottlieb argues that we live in the world we inherited from them. He points to gourmet food, the meritocratic rat race, the presumption of physical fitness and wellness, and the idea that our elite will be more diverse as direct inheritances of yuppie culture. When asked how widely the term is understood today, Gottlieb notes a generational divide. Millennials and older are familiar with the term in its original vintage, but Gen Z has not heard it or didn't know it had a real origin. Once they learn it, they see it as a useful term to make sense of the finance bros swarming neighborhoods downtown. On the ultimate yuppie symbol, Gottlieb says it's the shoulder pad, not a BMW. The shoulder pad signifies women storming the corner office on masculine terms, expected to remake themselves to fit the demands of an 80-hour workweek, epitomized by Sigourney Weaver's suit in Working Girl. His favorite yuppie film is Baby Boom, where Diane Keaton plays a hard-charging management consultant whose life is upended by motherhood, exposing contradictions for upwardly mobile women. James Spader also appears in that film, embodying the iconic yuppie appearance. The interview also touches on the once common insult yuppie scum hurled at gentrifiers, and Gottlieb reflects on how the term has faded from everyday use yet remains a lens for understanding today's urban dynamics. He notes that his study draws heavily on census data and economic statistics, but in this conversation he shrugs off the strictures of social science to discuss the tribe more freely. The conversation reveals how yuppies pioneered the fusion of work and lifestyle, turning fitness, food, and fashion into markers of professional identity. Their legacy lives on in the co-working spaces, artisanal coffee shops, and the relentless pursuit of credentials that define modern city life. Gottlieb, who is 39, brings a historian's perspective to a phenomenon that shaped the neighborhoods we inhabit today. That's the story. Thanks for listening.